on? Welcome back to another beautiful day of Port Jefferson baseball. My name is Gabe Zoda. I will be doing your play-by-play for today for the Port Jefferson Royals. And we got a little bit of a hot one today. We got an 82-degree one here in lovely Port Jefferson, and Port Jefferson's going to be going up against Mattituck today. And after a loss yesterday to Babylon away, looking to kind of bounce back, kind of even up this week with a possible win today against Mattituck. So for the Port Jefferson Royals, the starting pitcher for today is going to be Tommy Yost. Then we're going to have Luke Filippi, who's going to be our shortstop. We're going to have Rago Rory, who's going to be in for Grooney today. Grooney is not playing today. He has a kind of our defensive look today, and once again, you want to see offense hasn't really been hitting so far this year, but defensively he has been on the spot there. So we want to see kind of how Rory is able to take over that spot and make good work in that catcher position. For Mattituck today, their starting lineup is as follows. We're going to have Mann, Mowdy, Hanson, Damchek. Fox is going to be number 5. Grouthall, number 6. Berman is going to hit 7. Janis is going to hit 8th. And Evers is going to be their 9-hole hitter for today. So, just like that, we are set to go. First pitch is going to be fired in here from Yost, and we are ready to go. First pitch is going to be outside for ball number 1, high and outside. So you want to see Tommy Yost, like I said, control that zone. You want to see him dominant today with a little bit less offense on his side. You're going to have to limit Mattituck's offense today. Next pitch coming in. That one's going to be inside for ball number 2. And now we've got the count early 2-0. Man, in the box right again for the third pitch. That one's going to be in there for a strike for Tommy's first strike of the day. It's going to be a count 2-1 now. He's going to want to see how Tommy Yost is able to battle back here in this count, in this batter. Next pitch, that one's going to be fisted over towards first. Evangelista is going to make the play, bounce off that first base, and make the first out of the inning. So after starting him off with 2 balls, he bounces back with 2 strikes, gets Mann to kind of throw that little half swing over to get himself out with that grounder over at first base. Evangelista making the nice defensive play. And now with Mann grounding out, we're going to have Mowdy up next. First pitch to Mowdy now. That one's going to be in there for a strike, and after throwing those 2 balls to start off the game, 3 strikes in a row now. Sometimes it just takes that little reset, kind of flip the switch to kind of happen for you to get re-locked in. Next pitch, that one's going to be inside for ball number 1, evens up the count. Next pitch, that one's also going to be in there for a strike. Make the count now 1-2. And Tommy has a chance of getting the second batter out here quick. That one's going to drop that curveball. Does not get the call for strike 3, so that one's going to be ball 2. Just missed on that curveball. A lot of players on the Port Jeff side of things thought that one was going to fall in there for a strike, but did not. So, Tommy's going to throw another fastball. He's going to make him pop in the air. Luke Filippi's going to get under the ball. Moves over to almost second base to make that catch for the second out. And now Hanson is going to be up. So that first 2 batters, first 2 good, batters for Tommy Yost here. Now the third batter up, really hoping for the same thing here. More of the same from Tommy Yost. First pitch is going to be in there for a ball. Next pitch is going to hit him. He's going to take his base, moves him over to first base. So Tommy's not able to get the 1-2-3. Now Mattituck's going to have a runner on first base for number 12, Damchek, for Mattituck. So something you don't want to let Fox get in. Tommy's going to be able to reset now, as the runner over at first just takes a couple of steps to kind of walk out that hit by pitch. But now he's ready to go. Damchek, who's up at plate, is now ready to go. Tommy Yost is also ready to go. He throws. First pitch to him is going to be low in there for ball number 1. Next pitch, that one's going to be skied over to the first base side, out of play for a foul ball, and he hits the tank. To even up the count. That one's going to be in there for a ball.
Hey, no reason not to work back now, Yosti.
Now Tommy with a 3-1 count, trying to bounce back here. Next pitch to work that, and that one's going to be in there for a ball. So after getting 2 quick outs, he walks, obviously via hitting the first batter, and now he walks Demchek, and now up at the plate's going to be Fox, Connor Fox. So you really want to see Tommy work this guy. You really want to see him not give him anything too big. Now with Mattituck with the runner in scoring position, they have a chance of getting in an early run here, which is not something you want if you're the Port Jeff Royals. First pitch to Fox is going to be fouled off to the backstop for the first strike. So limiting the offense right here, kind of what I was talking about, something you don't want to happen. Or you do want to see them to limit the offense. That one's going to curve, doesn't get in there. Next pitch, that one's going to be upstairs for a ball to make the count 2-1 now. 2 outs. Really want to see Tommy battle back in here, kind of reset himself. He's been a little bit out of control these last couple batters. Really want to see him bounce back here. That next pitch, that one's going to be a little bit inside there for ball number 3. And whether it's a deep breath or a walk around the mound, you really want to see Tommy do something here to kind of get his mind back in it, because right now he is not dialed in, or as dialed in as he should be. Something to mention here. Oh, it's that bad. Oh, he's going to ground over. Filippi's going to make the play, throw it over to first. Unable to get him out, so just like I've said before, another infield single that gets through that probably should be made. Owens, it gets by him, and he probably should have gotten it. Forces Filippi to make a play that, honestly isn't very realistic for him to make. But he fired it over to first base anyway, and, obviously he wasn't in time. So now the bases are loaded for Mattituck in the first inning here, and they're looking to start off. They're looking to start off offense really well, as Rosen's going to go talk to Tommy Yost here. Just get him to reset himself. As I was saying before, hasn't really been in the most control. And obviously he wasn't able to put himself in a position to kind of bounce back. So now Rosen's going to get up there, give him pitcher some time to take a little bit more deep breaths, let him reset here for the next batter. With that said, the next batter for Mattituck is going to be Grothall, or Grothwall, sorry. He's going to be the number 6 batter for Mattituck. So if you're Grothwall here, he's big opportunity. Get a ball into play, you're going to get one. If you get a single, you're going to get one, maybe even get two, depending on how good of a single it is. Get a double, you're looking at maybe clearing the bases here, which would be huge for Mattituck to start off this game. Get a couple runs on the board, kind of set their tone is what they're trying to do early on in this game. So now, Tommy Yost is going to be, after that talk, and see if he resets, see if he's in better state. And we'll see what he's able to do now. First pitch after the talk's in there for a strike, and we hope that's the first of many to come here. So let's see if he's able to continue that. Next pitch. It's going to be popped up in the air. Joey Ronica calling for the ball, and he's going to be able to make the play to end the inning. So the Port Jefferson Royals are able to get out of that without any runs coming across. Mattituck does end up leaving the bases loaded, but it was an exciting one. They started off, Tommy Yost dominated the first two batters, able them to ground out, fly out really quick. Then he gave up 2 walks and then gave up a hit to Fox, and then was finally able to end off the inning. But that's not 100% something you want to see. Obviously, they were able to get out of the inning, but it didn't really inspire a bunch of confidence going into the rest of the game. Kind of hope that Tommy Yost is able to bounce back, kind of just take that inning, say, yep, I gave up a couple runs. No, I gave up a couple hits, gave up a couple base runners early on in that inning, but that's in the past. Now, kind of have to move on now. So now for the Port Jefferson Royals, your lineup's going to be exactly as follows. You're going to have Luke Filippi in your number 1 hole. Number 2 is going to be Rory Rago, who, like I said, in for Grooney for catcher today. No Grooney today. Number 3 is going to be Tommy Yost, who's been on fire. You hope he kind of keeps that hit streak, kind of help himself out here in the 3 hole, which he's really been hitting well with this season. So you're hoping to get the most out of him. Evangelista, who had a successful day at the plate yesterday. We saw that double in the broadcast. And after it, he did get on base a couple more times. So once after the computer died. But following up Evangelista is going to be Owens at 5. 6 is going to be Abby Rolfe. 7 is going to be Natty Mullen, who's going to be hitting for Joey Aronica, kind of DHing for him. So since he pitched yesterday, kind of has the day off today. He's going to be DHing. Dalia is going to be out there in your number 8 hole, and then Cipriano is going to finish up the lineup in number 9. And you really want to see here the Port Jeff Royals get some early offense. It doesn't really have to be runs to start off the game, but something. Get a couple hits. Kind of get the momentum rolling towards your side, and then riding that momentum later in the game to get you kind of where you want to be. Get some runs across, and so forth. So now the first pitch coming in to Luke Filippi. That was going to be inside for a ball. And at first, when Mattituck first showed up here, the Mattituck, I'm pretty sure, had Fox, or at least we heard word that Fox was going to be pitching today, as Luke Filippi kind of fists that one over to the pitcher. The pitcher is going to make that play, toss it over to first for out number 1. So like I was saying, there's word that Fox was going to pitch today. That ended up not happening. So the pitcher for Mattituck today is going to be Mann, kind of that number 1 batter that we saw in the game who grounded out. So Fox will not be pitching today. Pretty sure he's going to be pitching against Mount Sinai. Pretty sure they have a game, whether it's Friday or another day. Now Rory, first pitch he's going to see is going to be low in there for ball number 1. He gets ahead of the count early, which is good to see. You want to see Rory really kind of... You're not going to supplement, you're not going to replace what Grooney is able to do at the plate, but, getting on the base, working counts, maybe getting a walk as he's going to get that one grounded over to third base. He's going to be running in as hard as he can. Third baseman's able to make that play for the second out of the inning. Like I said, you're not going to supplement, you're not going to replace exactly what Grundy's able to do. But, as long as you get on base, make yourself serviceable, useful in a couple of these positions, you're going to be very successful offensively. And talking about successful offense, Tommy Yost is going to be up at the plate. First pitch he's going to see. He's going to foul that one off to the backstop. And Tommy Yost has been killing it lately. He's really been seeing the ball well, hitting it to all sides of the field, getting some RBIs for his team. And yesterday was another example of it. I know we didn't get into the broadcast, but he got himself another single as man's going to try and get that curveball to come back door, unable to. For a ball to even up the count at 1-1 now. You'd like to see if Tommy Yost is able to get that offense once again rolling here with a single. As he tries to get another backdoor curveball, this time gets it. Just moved it a little bit more in than before. Last time was a little bit outside, but made that one cut in just a little bit more, and he gets the call. So now the count's going to be 1-2. Tommy's going to be in there to protect here. Let's see what he does. Another curveball, 3 in a row, and he gets Tommy to swing over it for strike number 3. So he's going to go down via the strikeout. So that's going to do it for Port Jeff. They're unable to get anybody on. But, nothing so far through one inning. No runs. Stead even, and if you're Tommy Yost, you'll take this for now. You'll take kind of this 0-0 game until you get your offense rolling. And once your offense is rolling, you can be more confident. But the mission here for Tommy Yost does stay the same. Want to limit their offense for Mattituck. You're going to get 7, 8, 9 batters. So, we've talked about this a couple times. These are the batters who just want to kind of control the zone, throw strikes at. They're going to miss them. So that's all you have to do. And you can get out of this inning quick and not have to worry about anything. And then we can move on to the bottom of the second and get them out. And get the bats. So the first batter is going to be Berman. Like I said, you got to have 7, 8, 9. So the first 3 batters, their names are going to be Berman, Janis, and Evers. Who you're going to want to see here how Tommy can dominate the zone early, work out of this inning quick, get his bats rolling back on offense on the next side. So let's see how he starts off Berman here. First pitch to Berman's going to be high, and it's going to get past Rory. Going to get back to the backstop here. But no damage is done with that pass ball. You just hope that one doesn't continue. Next pitch now over to Berman. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Tommy's able to bounce back. Evens up the count here. Now it's his time to just throw more strikes. 23, he's just going to work to get on base. Ooh, that one's going to be inside. Almost hits him. It's not what you want to see. Don't want to see him any more hit batters. And I don't know what it is, Maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's just, not his best stuff today. But command issues have been almost a common theme, which isn't what you want to hear. But That one's going to be foul tipped into the glove for strike two. A little bit of hesitation on that swing, kind of like a half swing. And the next one in there is going to be elevate that fastball, get the strikeout on Berman with that high heat for the first out of the inning. So even though not the best at bat, stuff wise for Yo, still able to make it work, still able to get that strikeout, get a couple strikes across. Now we're going to have Janice, number 16, their 8-batter, up to plate next. First pitch now over to Janice. That one's going to hit him, so that's going to be the second batter that Tommy Yost has hit today. So now it's going to be a base runner now for Mattituck with that hit by pitch. Umpire's just making sure that that player, Janice, is going to be okay. Now we're going to have Evers up at the plate at the number 9 spot. First pitch now to Evers. Not going to happen. He's going to throw over to first base to make sure he's not getting too far off. But unsuccessful pickoff. Doesn't get him out. Works him back to first. Next pitch now. It's going to be past him. That one's going to get by Rory. Back to the backstop, which moves over the base runner Janice to second base now. And now you have a runner in scoring position and Evers in a chance of making this a one-run game. That just wasn't what you wanted to happen, as that next pitch is going to be another ball to make the count 2-0. That play needs to be caught, and because that gets rid of the chance for a double play ball, and that gets rid of the chance to get out of this in a little bit faster. And now you're almost forced, as that one's going to be skied over. Luke Filippi's going to make his way, but center fielder's going to get to the ball. That one's going to drop in there. Runner is going to move over to third base. Evers going to move over to second base on the throw, and that one. Now we're going to have 2 runners in scoring position for Mattituck for the top of the order as well. Man is going to be up. Just not the exact position you want to see from the poor Jeff Royals, but now Tommy Yost, just more pressure to get these next couple batters out. Let's see how we can produce in this type of situation here. First pitch to the leadoff. That one's also going to hit him. So that's 3 hit by pitches for Tommy Yost early on in this game. In the second inning, he's hit 3 batters, sorry. It makes the bases loaded once again. So we have another bases loaded situation for Mowdy. So Mowdy, who flew out last time, has a big chance to be a catalyst to this Mattituck offense in this game here. First pitch now to Mowdy. It's going to be low in there for ball number 1. Horn in front of me, sorry. Next pitch now. He was not going to get out one. Tried to hit him with the elevated fastball. Mowdy did not swing, and was a little bit upstairs for ball number 2. We have 2 balls. The last thing you want if you're Tommy Yost is a walk. You do not want to walk in a runner. That is the worst thing you could do. You almost rather give up a hit if you're the pitcher here in this situation than walk him. Just kind of, and that one's going to pass him. And, that drop ball, luckily no damage happens, but that was a big chance to almost a run, and that ball should have been caught as well. So, early on in this game, a couple balls that should have been caught that haven't been caught, and, luckily no damage has been caused by them. But we don't know quite yet. Obviously, that moved the runner earlier in this inning, but that one's going to be upstairs for a ball. He's going to walk in a run to make the Score now 1-0 for Mattituck early on in this game. So now still we have one out here in this inning. The bases are loaded with number 17, Hansen, up at the plate. You want to see if they're able to get out of this one here with not any more damage. You want to see them kind of stop the bleeding right here. And for the Port Jeff Royals, this is not what you wanted to see early on in this game, but that pitch is what you want to see. That first pitch, swinging strike miss. So it's going to be 0-1 with that strike. Next pitch now, high outside for ball number 1. So now the count's going to be 1-1. As Rory just went to talk to his pitcher, make him just say a couple words. Next pitch over now. That one's going to be hit over to left field. It's going to get past Abby Rolfe in left field. That one run's going to score, and another one's going to score, and the third run's coming in. The throw's going to come in. It's going to be a close play in, and he's out at the plate to make that play. And that was a brilliant throw over from Luke Filippi to get him out at the plate to not allow anything else to happen. But 2 runs do score on that play. So even after the great play, Mattituck is going to end up being up 3-0 now with 2 outs in this inning. And that one was drilled over to the left field, got right over Abby Rolfe's head. And she was able to make the nice throw right to the cutoff, hit the cutoff square. And Luke Filippi hit his player, the catcher, Rory, right square, and he was able to put on that tag there. Really nice play, but unfortunately it was still 2 runs that came in. So now that one's going to be hit up the middle, get past Luke Filippi. 1 more run's going to score. He's going to score easily with that single. So he gets in there with a single. Makes the score now 4-0. Mattituck in the lead. And, you know, you see another day where Mattituck is just, poor Jeff gets themselves down in a hole here. And, you know, it's going to be tough for them. You know, they don't have as much offense as they usually have, as that one's going to be low for a ball. They don't have their usual offense. Gurney's not here. Obviously, Gurney hasn't done much this season, but still, he's still a big presence for our offense. And not having him, you know, the offense is going to be a little bit slower. So you really wanted to make sure that you did your best to limit as many runs as possible from Mattituck. And, you know, he's walked players here. And he's walked 4 players early on in this game. I mean, this hasn't just been he's been getting hit off of.
Hey, Yosty, battle. Let's go, bud.
You see Rosen telling his pitcher kind of battle here. Just kind of put everything you have into here to make sure nothing else happens. That one's going to be popped up over the backstop, out of play. So now with a 2-strike count, Tommy has a chance to put away this batter, end this inning, and not allow any more runs to get his batters up and maybe make something happen here. You want to see them now. They're in a position where once again they're in a hole, as he's going to throw that one high upstairs. And so once again they're in a hole, and they're going to have to work back out of it. So it's going to take, you know, little by little, inning by inning here for the Port Jeff Royals. You know, run here, run there. Obviously, it is early in the game, so they do have time to make the comeback. And all it really takes is one big inning. As that one's going to be skied over the third base side again, out of play. And that one's not going to be caught. Into the trees. And that one's going to be a ball. Full count now. That one's going to be skied up. Popped again over the third base side. Luke Filippi's going to call for it. Should be a catch made by him. He's able to make the catch to get out of the inning now. For the Royals. So no more runs ended up coming in. But 4 runs did score in that inning. They do leave a couple runners on. So now the Royals able to come back up to the plate. Let's see what they're able to do. The next 3 for the Royals are going to be Evangelista, Owens, and Rolfe. And up after a successful debut game yesterday. Had a nice little double, which was my call of the game. It was really nice to see him start off his varsity career strong. He got on base one more time after that. And second pitch here is going to drop in there for a single for Evangelista. He's going to take his turn around the base. And he's going to be in there for a single to continue his success at the plate. So now after him, he's going to be Owens. Owens now up at the plate. Let's see if he can continue it. Already successful in this inning with that, getting that runner. Let's try to scratch in one run here, scratching another one, just something. And that one's going to get by the catcher. Evangelista using his speed to get to second base. He's going to be in there without any contest of a throw of anything of the sorts. So no problem there. That pitch, Owen's going to ground that one over the third base. Coach Vaccaro makes the athletic play as the third base coach and throws that one back to the pitcher. Now it's going to have a 1-1 count onto Owens here. He's going to see that one in there for a strike. Owens didn't offer a swing at that one. But now he's in a protection mode here. 2-strike count. Slide step. Owens brings that one over the third base. Third baseman's going to make that throw over to first. It gets by the first baseman, sorry. So he reaches on that error. Evangelista does move to third on the throw. And now Port Jeff has an opportunity to get across a couple runs here. They have 2 runners on. Avi Rolf up at the plate. And after Abby, we have Natty Mullen, who yesterday was pretty successful at the plate. So we'll see what he's able to do to continue his success. But Abby Rolf here, super important at-bat here for the Port Jefferson Royals. No outs here in the bottom of the second either, so a lot of opportunity. He's going to throw that one, try and throw off the runners. Doesn't get anyone with that move. The catcher now is going to yell out the defense that they're going to be in for Mattituck. Abby Rolf is going to see that one. That one's going to be outside. Owen's going to steal the base. He's going to be successfully in there at second base. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position for the Port Jeff Royals for Abby Rolf. Big spot here for Abby Rolf and the Port Jefferson Royals. Big opportunity to get back into this game. Let's see what they can do. First, now, not next pitch. Abby Rolf's going to foul that one off. Back in the forest now for a strike. Make the count now 1-1. Next pitch to Abby. She's going to see that one inside for ball number 2. And if she just walks here, allows Natty Mullen, who, like I said, had a successful day. Abby Rolf also had a successful day at the plate yesterday. She's going to see that one, sky that one up in the infield to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to be able to make that play in for the first out of the inning. So, unfortunate for Abby Rolf, unable to move up any runners. But now, Natty Mullen, who is the DH for today, for Joey Aronica, in a big position here to get a couple runs in. First pitch over to him. He's going to sky that one over to center field, and this one should bring in a run. The run's going to come in, the throw's going to come in, and he's going to be in there easily and score for the first run for Port Jefferson. Daniel Owens moves over to third base for 1 run, and Natty Mullen, although it wasn't a home run, although it wasn't a single, he does get the job done to bring the score a little bit closer in this game. Now it is 4-1. Obviously, Mattituck still leads, but that's one step. If you're Port Jeff, you'll take 1 run. If you're Tommy Yost especially, you'll take that. That is something that you'll take. You'll move on with it, and then you do your job on the defensive end and just keep on working this on the offense. Keep on getting these opportunities to get across a couple runs. Next batter now, with a runner on third base, is going to be Frankie D'Elia. So that's going to be strike 1 on him. Next pitch over to Frankie. That one's going to coming close. And he tried to get out of the way of that ball. Mattituck thought he probably swung over. They appealed over to the other umpire. It seems that he didn't swing, according to the umpire. So that one's going to be in there for a ball. So 1-1 now. Next pitch going to be outside for another ball. And Frankie now working this count after seeing that first strike. Now he's ahead in the count 2-1. Next pitch now. Delays that leg. It's kind of something that this pitcher has thrown into the mix, kind of delaying his leg, trying to throw off the timing of the batter. He's going to swing over that one for strike 3. That's going to do it for the Port Jefferson Royals. They're going to leave a runner on at third base. They're not going to be able to get any more runs, but they were able to get that one in from that sac fly from Natty Mullen, doing his job in that DH role. Obviously, like I said, wasn't a huge hit, but it was perfect for the situation. And now it is Tommy Yost after having an honestly an abysmal second inning. Now he's back on the mound. See if he can bounce back from that last inning to make sure that no more runs come in. Because right now, Port Jeff has a little bit of momentum, a little bit of offensive momentum. First punch that Rothwell is going to see. It's going to be a ball. The second pitch that came into him was a strike. So that's where you want to see him live. You want to see him live right there around the strike zone, getting these calls, not getting a lot of hard contact. And that one's going to be fouled off. Just a little bit more of this. You don't want to see him get too out of control. Obviously, you can throw a couple pitches if you're trying to, you get someone to fish out of the zone. You could try and get him to fish away. Work the count in some ways to throw purposeful balls. But I mean, in strike counts, you have to throw strikes, and we haven't seen that so far in this game from Tommy. And that one's going to be skied over to left field. Abby Rolfe going to track it, trying to get under the ball. She makes the catch for the first out. And first batter down for Mattituck. Exactly what you want to see. Now you just hope he can rinse and repeat that process and not allow anything else. We have 23 up for Mattituck. First pitch he's going to throw is going to be a strike. And he kind of has that two-seam action. He kind of throws from like the three-quarters arm slot of that lefty arm that he has. It kind of works as a little bit of a two-seamer. We saw a little bit of two-seam action on that one. That next pitch is going to pop that one over out of play. For the second out. And Tommy, this is an entirely different Tommy. This is the Tommy that we saw with the first two batters of the game. Getting guys out quick, getting them into contact, getting them to fly out, ground out. We've seen this Tommy return. Is that one? He's going to get the ground ball he needs right to Luke Filippi. Luke Filippi's going to be able to make the play. Tosses that one over to first base for the second out of the inning. And perfectly in there for the second out. And Tommy looks like he refocused. It looks like after that offensive little stretch that he had, he was able to reset, work himself off to a better standpoint, and now he's looking locked in as that first pitch over to 16 is going to be an elevated fastball that he gets him to swing at this time. In for strike number 1. You're hoping Tommy can kind of keep this control where it is right now, this kind of dominant control that he's showing in this inning. As that next pitch tries to get that curveball to drop in there. That one's going to be a little bit too inside. In for ball number 1. Next pitch now. He's going to throw that fastball, hits that inside corner. In for strike number 2, and Tommy has a huge chance to get out of this inning, not allow any damage to happen, and get his batters back up at the plate to keep their offensive momentum going. Let's see what he's able to do. This pitch comes in, it's going to hit him for the 4th hit batter for Tommy Yost, and it's super unfortunate because he started off this inning looking very strong, and just like last time, he gets 2 batters out super quick, then hits a batter. Hopefully, it doesn't spell trouble like it did for the top of the first. You just hope that he takes this batter now and is able to continue dominance. First pitch now to the new batter. He's going to hit that one over to Luke Filippi. Looks like a routine play. Passes over to Joey Aronica to make the final out of the inning. So, yeah, he did hit that batter. Not something you want to see, but he's able to recover with the first pitch ground out over to the last batter. Mattituck does end up stranding 1 batter with that. And they get out of there. Now back onto offense is going to be the Port Jeff Royals. The first batter for them is going to be Cipriano. Then we're going to go to top of the order, Filippi, and then Rory Rago. And we'll see if they're able to use that momentum that they used the last half inning into this one to get themselves a couple more runs to get them back into this baseball game. Massimo came up and took a pitch in his first pitch in there. So now Filippi back up for the Royals. First pitch he's going to see is going to foul that one off into the glove for strike number 1. Next pitch now. That one's going to be inside for ball number 1. He tries to throw out Massimo at first, unable to get the pickoff attempt. So now Filippi steps back into the box here. Filippi's going to ground that one over the third base. They're going to try to get this double play. They get the runner out at second, and he's going to be safe at first. So they do get the lead runner and Mossy out here. But Filippi now in first base is going to be a super good weapon now. We're going to see how they try and maybe move him over to second via steal. And then, sometimes he tries to steal third. So let's see if they do that again. Let's see if they're super aggressive on him here with Rory up at the plate. And like I said with Rory, we'd really like to see some production here. A huge spot here for Rory Rago. Number 2 batter, wearing number 2. Looks at his signs from the third base coach and now gets in the box and ready. First pitch is fired to him. Luke Filippi's going to steal, strike in there for Rory, but Luke Filippi's going to be safe over there at second base, in there for a stolen base. So Filippi works himself over into scoring position. Second pitch, Rory's going to ground that one over to the third base side out of play for a foul ball. So now Rago has put himself in the hole early now, down 0-2. Count 0-2 now. As the pitcher tries to just look back at Filippi, trying to get him not have that big of a steal, because he's taking a generous steal over there. That pitch going to go into Rago. He's going to strike out. Rago knew that one was a strike as soon as it came in. It seemed a little bit of an off-speed pitch that got him off his balance. And now Tommy Yost in here with 2 outs, trying to help himself out here on the mound. And if he gets a single here, that's going to score Filippi with his amazing speed over there at second base. First pitch to him, throws that curveball just like he struck out to last time. He's going to start him off with a curve. And Tommy Yost swings right over it once again for strike number 1. Second pitch now. He's going to throw outside. Luke Filippi gets in there for a steal. He's going to be in there at third base, so now 100% a single will score him, no question about it. The count's going to be 1-1 now to Yost. Tommy Yost's going to swing at that one, foul that one off out of play for the second strike now. The count's going to be 1-2. Next pitch. Elevates that fastball, gets Tommy to swing under it for strike 3, and unfortunately the Royals unable to bring in any runs. They do strand a runner at third base. And now it's Tommy Yost, unsuccessful at the plate that time. We'll see if he could battle back here, back on the mound, and make sure that no more runs come in from Mattituck on the other side of things. Not Tommy. Just finishing his warm-ups. Getting back into it here. Something that Rosen exclaimed over to Rory, our catcher, was that they really need our defense. We've seen a couple of dropped balls here. Obviously not what you want to see. And you really need that defense. You don't want to allow any pass balls the first pitch over. It's going to be a strike in there for strike number 1. Next pitch now. Also going to be in there for strike number 2. So Tommy Yost starting off good in this inning. Now a big chance to start off this inning with a big statement here. That one's going to be skied up over to left center. Frankie DeLeo's going to get under it, make the catch for the first out, and that was a huge out, the first 3-pitch out for Tommy Yost. Now let's see if he can replicate right here on this next batter. Tommy Yost gets ready to fire here for the first pitch of this at-bat. First pitch in there for a strike, and Tommy Yost looks dialed in. I wouldn't be saying this the last 2 innings now. He's been looking very good. Obviously, he hit that one player, that one little blemish that you could point to. But other than that, these past 2 innings, he's been looking very strong. Next pitch now. That one's going to be a little bit upstairs for ball number 1 to number 2. Well, Mattituck looking to continue this offense that they had in the second inning. That one's going to be skied up. It's going to be over Rory's head. Or his glove is going to end up in the backstop here for ball number 2. Well, that one's going to end up in the backstop, but Tommy's just going to take a walk around the mound, fix his hat here, step back into his position, gets ready to throw again. He shoots, says that one's going to be popped up. That one's going to look like it's out of play. And it's going to be out of play into the trees here. For strike number 2 with an even count at 2-2 now. Tommy has a big opportunity getting this player out right here. Tommy gets ready, fires once again. That one tried to get that curveball to drop in there. Kept it, might have slipped out a little bit too early. Didn't get the break that he wanted. Left that one a little bit too high, and for full count now. Once again, gets that pitch to strike out the batter for the second out of the inning. Right here. Now we have 2 outs here. Tommy Yost, like I said, and this we've actually been a theme for the Port Jefferson Royals here. It's just they play well for most of the game. It's just 1 inning. They allow all these runs to come in. The game gets out of hand, and obviously once you get down to a big enough hole, you're just really not able to come back. And that started to happen here in the second inning here with Tommy, as those 4 runs came in. But 4 is comebackable if you're the Royals. It's not too much of a lead, so he didn't give up too many runs, and they were able to get 1 back, able to scratch it in. Now we're in the 4th inning. You really got to have more urgency now towards that offensive side. Really want to see some more success, some more production to give yourselves a chance to come back. This next pitch from Tommy Yost, 17. That one's going to be in there for a strike. From the swing and a miss from 17. Steps back onto the box. Tommy fires once again. You see that one strike, hits the outside corner on that one. Their second strike of the at-bat. And Tommy's in a position here to stop the bleeding once again from the Mattituck side and give his Port Jeff Royals offense a chance of marching back into this game. That one going to be grounded right past Luke Filippi, unable to get his glove on that ball. So he's going to work himself on for a single. So the inning not quite over yet for the Mattituck offense. And you really wanted to see that inning go in the direction of a 1-2-3, but looks like Tommy's going to be able to, or going to have to work a little bit harder here to end this inning. First pitch over to 12. He's going to foul that one off. Next pitch upstairs for ball number 1. So Tommy Yost now at 74 pitches through 4 innings so far. Don't want to... That one's going to be grounded over to Joey. Joey's going to stop, fire over to first base for the out, and that was a close one there. He almost used his speed to get safe on there, but he's going to be out, so the Mattituck offense strands one runner in the 4th inning. No runs do score. Tommy Yost once again successfully not allowing any more runs getting across. Like I said, after that 2nd inning, he kind of barreled down, knew what he was doing. I talked to him a little bit. I asked him what was going on, and he said that he was rushing everything. He was getting ahead of himself, working a bit too fast for his pace. So he kind of slowed himself down. Took whether it is take a couple of deep breaths and working himself just a little bit slower than he was. He's going to have success, and that is exactly what he did, and he's been successful ever since that inning. And the Royals are working this game pretty close here so far. 4-1. Mattituck, pretty decent team. So now they're going to be back on the offensive side. Evangelista is going to see the plate first. I'm going to have Owens and Abby Rolfe, who last time they were up, Evangelista got on base with a single. They had Owens who got on base with an error, and then Rolfe who popped out. This is where the production has been for the Port Jeff Royals. This game is these 4-5. We've seen Evangelista and Owens who got on base, and then Mullen was able to bring in Evangelista with that sac fly. If you just get a repeat from that, obviously it is the bottom of the bottom of the 4th, I'm pretty sure. So if they're able to get the lineup back to the top of the order in this inning, it's a pretty good recipe for their success. Like I said, the first batter is going to be Evangelista here up at plate. Worked himself on with a single his first time up at bat this game. First pitch, tried to get that curveball first pitch, but it's going to be a little bit upstairs for ball number 1. Now the next pitch to Evangelista. He's going to swing over that one for strike number 1. That one's going to be low in there for ball number 2 now. 2-1 count to Evangelista. This is exactly where he wants to be, ahead in this account, 2-1. And he's going to send that one a single opposite field this time. Right to that right fielder. He's going to pick the ball up, and Evangelista once again getting on base. And what a start to a varsity career we've seen with Evangelista now. Last game started off, he had a double, and he got on base again with a walk, I'm pretty sure. And now this game, 2 singles And we're liking what we're seeing from Evangelista so far. We're liking what we're seeing. We're just hoping he can continue. Now next batter is going to be Owens. And if you're Evangelista, or if you're the Royals, you might want to think about using Evangelista's speed to maybe get him over to second base on a steal here to get himself into scoring position. We'll see what they opt to do. But for now, we're going to have Owens. He's going to see the second pitch of the at-bat. They're going to try and pick off Evangelista at first. Unsuccessful attempt. So he's going to stay right there where he was at first base. They're going to try and pick him off again. So they're viewing him as a threat on the base paths. Really trying to make sure he doesn't get too far off the bag with that lead. Now they're just going to make sure that Evangelista is all good at first base, which he is. He's going to take his lead back off first. Now Owens is going to see that pitch. He's going to bring that one. Kind of topped that one at the top of the zone, brought it in there. Kind of that off-speed pitch. He's been throwing this one, but he's been pretty successful at it in this game. Owens going to fist that one over to the shortstop. They're going to bring that one, and once again, that one's going to get past the first baseman. Evangelista is going to work himself over to third base, so we have an exact repeat of what we saw last time with these guys. Exactly what you want to see. 2 runners on, Evangelista at third, Owens at first. Owens reaches again on an error, but that's base runners for the Port Jeff Royals. That is exactly what you want to see. And now Abby Rolfe once again in a huge opportunity in this game to bring in another run for the Port Jefferson Royals. First pitch to Abby Rolfe. She's going to see that one. Owens going to take the base at second, just like last time. And that first pitch to Abby was a ball. So all good right there for the Royals. Second pitch now to Abby Rolfe also is going to be a ball. And like I said last time, next batter we have up is Natty Mullen. Natty Mullen has been, turning it around on offense so far. We'll see what he's able to do. Next pitch over to Abby. That one's going to be in there for a strike, for the first strike of the at-bat. You want to see Abby Rolfe. Abby Rolfe did have a successful day yesterday, too. She's going to swing over that second pitch. So now it's good. Count's going to be 2-2. She had a successful day yesterday. Could have very easily been 3 for 3, but she got unfortunate. Players were exactly where she hit the hard baseballs. As that one's going to be back to the backstop. No one's going to come in. So no harm on that pass ball, but the count does turn to 3-2, and now Abby Rolfe is in a position to get on base with a walk here. A lot of pressure on man here. Abby Rolfe's going to ground that one to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to throw over to first. They're going to be able to make that play. Owen's going to move himself over to third, but that's going to be another run for the Port Jefferson Royals with Evangelista scoring. The score is going to be 4-2 now. So this is what you want to see. Another chance for Natty Mullen to get another run across. If you can see Natty get a single here to bring in another run with that runner over there at third base. First pitch he's going to see is going to be in there for a first pitch strike. So it's unfortunate. Abby Rolfe did kind of, because that one's going to be bended in there for a strike. And it was unfortunate. Abby Rolfe almost hit in the perfect spot, but an exceptional play from the Mattituck shortstop to get the ball over to first base in time. Now Natty next pitch. He's going to see that one's going to be outside for a ball. So no, not going to strike out on that pitch. His at-bat continues here. 1-2 count now. 466. Another outside pitch. And Natty's not giving him anything. He's not, gifting him. He's not reaching out for that. Not fishing out there for that third strike. Keeping his approach. That next one is going to hit the outside corner for strike number 3. And maybe, Natty thought that was a little bit outside, but it did nick the corner. Gets called in there for a strike 3. So he's going to get out with a strikeout. And now Frankie D'Elia up. As that one's going to get back to the backstop. Owen's not going to come in to score on that one. Catcher's going to call timeout and walk over to his pitcher, or walk with his pitcher back to the mound. Just say a couple words, noticing that he's getting a little bit out of control and wants to make sure that he stays focused in here for this next batter, Frankie D'Elia. Frank gonna see that pitch in there for a strike. It's probably a pitch, middle in. Like to see maybe a swing there, but doesn't offer. Next pitch, he's going to swing at that one. Goes that curve. Maybe it was a little bit outside, but he curves it in a perfect spot to make Frankie swing over it. Now the count's going to be 1-2. Next pitch, going to almost immediately throw it. That one's going to be fouled off. And this would be a lost opportunity if the Port Jeff Royals are unable to get this runner in. He was at third with 1 out. And that one's going to be outside for second ball. Now the count's going to be 2-2. And you really want to see a fight here. Anything close. You want to see Frankie delivering a swing, fouling off tough pitches. But you cannot afford to strike out, as he's going to do exactly that and foul that one over. So like I said, you can't afford to strike out here. Now at least get a ball into play and let the cards fall as they may. Next pitch now. Coming in, and he's going to fist that one. It's going to be ahead, right in front. They're going to throw it over to first. And I guess they're going to mark him out. The coach is going to talk with the umpire, see what's going on. They're saying that that foul ball was bounced into the box. Now we're going to have a conversation with the umpires here. So I guess that's going to do it for the Port Jeff Royals. They're going to strand a runner at third base, but they did etch across another runner to make the score 4-2. So, they're doing what they need to do. They're working the game, scratching across a run here, run there, slowly trying to get back into this game. Obviously, they haven't had an explosion offensively. It's been a little bit slow, but Tommy Yost is now back on the mound, looking to continue his, like I said, after that success in the first, he had a horrible second inning, but ever since then he's bounced back in the third and fourth, so we'll see what he's able to do now in the fifth. Now in this inning, started off. First pitch could be in there for a swing strike. Second pitch, gonna have another swing and a miss. So like I said, Tommy's been looking very good other than that second inning. He's been looking very good. That one's going to be upstairs. Threw that one with a little bit of oomph, maybe overthrew that one. Next pitch coming in now. That one's also going to be upstairs for the second ball. So after throwing two quick strikes, next two pitches have been upstairs, both for balls. Now with the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be ball number 3 for a full count. Gets by Rory once again. It's been a common theme. Obviously replacement catcher for today. But you still want to see some solid defense. We just haven't really seen that from Rory so far in this game. You don't have a lot of game left. That pitch not going to be in there. He works himself on base. Fox works himself with another ball. Next batter up. That one's going to be lifted over to right field. That one's going to get by the second bait, by the right fielder. Frankie's going to field that ball. They're going to go and try to get this runner in, and they're going to be able to get him in. So Grouthall is able to get himself a double there to bring in another run for Mattituck there. He came in there all the way from first base. So now the score is going to be 5-2 in favor of Mattituck. Berman's going to be up now. Grounds that one over the third baseman. Owen's going to throw it over the first. He's going to be able to make that play for the first out of the inning. So that was, that's super unfortunate for the Royals. You really wanted to see Tommy not give up anything else and allow the Port Jeff batters to try and get themselves back in the game. But unfortunately, another run does come in for Mattituck to advance their lead in this game. And now that kind of puts a lot of pressure on the Royals offense to get runners in, which is something they haven't really been too successful at today. So every more run that Mattituck puts on is almost like another nail in the coffin. Mazios is going to look back the runner at second base, making sure he doesn't get too far off that bag. He's going to throw this one. That one's going to be in there for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. That one's going to be an elevated fastball. Tried to get him to swing, but he didn't. Going to be high upstairs for ball number 2. Next pitch now. It's going to be low in there for a ball to make the count now 3-1. Tommy looking to bounce back after getting the count to 3-1 here. Don't want to lose full focus here after letting up that one run. Still want to keep it semi-close. That pitch going to be fouled off into the glove for strike number 2. Like a full count, and now see how Tommy's able to execute on this 3-2 pitch here. Don't want to walk anybody here. He's going to throw it over to second base. That one's going to get over the second baseman into the center field. No damage there. Runner stays at second base. He doesn't move over. Janice now up at the bat with a full 2 count. Let's see what he's able to do offensively. He's going to pop that one out of play for a foul ball to keep this count going. Count stays full. Next one, he's going to perform, and succeed on that 3-2 pitch to strike him out. The swing and a miss to get the second out of this inning. Next batter, Evers. That one's going to get by Rory. Runner's going to move over to third base. And once again, another play that Rory's just unable to catch gets by him. The runner does move on to third, so now Evers has a chance to bring in another run in here for Mattituck with a runner at third base. Doesn't need much to get it done, but there are 2 outs, so the sac fly is out of the equation, or the sac ground out. And you want to see here, this is super huge. You do not want to allow Mattituck to get the top of the order back up. You want to end this inning right here with the 9 batter. Next pitch, high upstairs for another ball. Next pitch now. That one's going to be in there for a strike. The count now 3-1. Next pitch from Tommy is going to be skied up, popped up. Tommy's going to call for it himself. He's going to be able to make that play to end the inning. But not before Mattituck does etch across another run to advance their lead to 5-2 in this game and apply more pressure on the Port Jefferson Royals offense. We'll see what they're able to do on the offensive end. start off this inning. Massimo's going to be up at the plate. So kind of like last time we had Massimo start off an inning. He's going to be up back at it again. He's going to send that one to second base, sky it over. Second baseman's able to make a nice little diving catch there for the first out to save a single. And that's huge for Mattituck right there to get that 9-batter out, because if he gets on, then you have the top of the order with no outs, and that could spell cause for trouble. But second baseman able to make a great play right there to stop that from happening. Now Luke Filippi back up at the plate. First pitch he's going to see is going to be in there for a ball. Last time he was up, he grounded into a fielder's choice, which got him onto first. As he's going to foul that one off. Then he was able to move himself over to third base with a couple of stolen bases, but he was unable to come in to score. Netting that would have been a nice little run to have for Port Jeff, but it was one of those situations once again where Port Jeff threw an opportunity to get another run. As he's going to foul that one this time over to the first base side. Filippi's going to see that one inside that time to even the count 2-2. Next pitch now to Luke Filippi. He's going to see that one sky it over to left field. Left fielder's going to work himself to get under it and make that catch for the second out of the inning. And Mattituck looking to shut down the offense for Port Jeff in 1-2-3 order. Now with Rory Rago up at the plate. Now first pitch to Rago is going to be high upstairs, but he does swing, so it's going to be strike number one. Second pitch now to Rago. That one's going to be low. Bounces into the catcher's lap. In there for ball number one. Next pitch now. He's going to swing at it, foul that one off for the second strike, making the count 1-2 now with 2 outs. And now he's in a defending position, not trying to allow this half inning to end offensively for the Royals. Here in the bottom of the fifth. So he's going to see that one down low. In there for ball number 2. Staying alive in this count. We got a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Port Jeff has 2 runs. The batter up is the second batter. And he is also wearing number 2. So he's going to ground that one over to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles the ball a little bit. Throws it over to first base. Able to make the play, though, even with the bobble, to end the inning for Port Jeff. So Port Jeff unable to get anybody on that one, so they didn't strand anybody. No hits in that inning. Now we're going to the top of the 6th now. With now you definitely want to hold Mattituck right here to no more runs anymore. Don't want to allow them to get any more runs here. You want to give yourselves the best opportunity here to work magic in the bottom of the inning. So that's going to do it today for Tommy on the mound. Tommy's going to get himself over to center field. And the new pitcher for the Port Jefferson Royals is going to be number 3, Frankie Andriani, on the mound. So we'll see what he's able to do against these Mattituck batters. So, like I said, on the mound, we're going to see Frankie Andriani. And we've seen him before this year on the mound. He did pretty good, so we'll see how he's able to translate that into this game. So emphasis on these young pitchers to throw strikes. First pitch that he's going to throw is going to be lofted over to left field. And the catch is going to be made from Abby Rolfe in left field. That sliding, diving catch to save a single there. Nice catch right there from Abby Rolfe to get the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up number 2 for Mattituck. First pitch, he's going to square around for the bunt. It's going to be... He's going to not offer with that bunt. He's going to bring his bat back, and there for ball number 1. Second pitch. Now that one's going to hit him for another hit batter on the side of the Port Jeff side. That's going to be 5 in this game. 5 batters that Port Jeff has hit. And that's 5 free runners that Mattituck has got in this game. So, and we'll talk about it a little later. They're just giving the other teams a lot of gifts in these games and allowing them to get free base runners. So, now with a chance to bounce back after that hit by pitch. Next batter up for Mattituck. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Rory's going to try and throw him out. Almost gets him out. It's a good throw from Rory, but just in time was the runner at first base to make the slide in there. So he now is going to be over at second base with that stolen base. Now a runner in scoring position for Mattituck to advance this lead. Next pitch over to the batter. That one's going to be inside. Make the count 1-1 now. Next pitch, high outside. In there for ball number 2. Frankie delivers once again. High upstairs for another ball. Make it the 3-1 count now. Just want to see here, just Frankie DeLeo, just throw strikes. You know, you might get hit a little bit. Just make sure that you're in a position to throw strikes. And so far, hasn't been doing that. Seen right here now with a 3-1 count. Don't want to walk anybody. That one is going to hit the outside corner for strike number 2. And the Mattituck player thought maybe it was a little bit outside, but it caught that corner and called in there for a strike. Now the count's going to be full. 3-2 count, 1 out. That next one's going to be lofted over to left field again. Abby Rolfe's going to make the second catch of this inning. She's getting all the action over there in left field. It's going to be out number 2 now. Abby doing a good job. That one kind of floated in the air, kind of moved around a little bit, able to get her hips around and really make that catch. Good job tracking the ball out of Abby Rolfe on that one. I'm going to have 2 outs in this inning. No damage so far done from Mattituck, as that one's going to be lifted foul immediately out of play. So that's going to bring the first strike of the inning, and Frankie tossing a little bit more strikes, maybe, you know, reset himself. Now kind of more dialed in. You know, Frankie's pitches aren't the fastest, but you're just hoping that, you know, work to contact there's the next pitch. That one's going to be grounded to Luke. It's going to get by Luke. Abby's going to bring the ball in, but that run's going to score. And he's going to be in there at second base, safe. So he stretched that one. I mean, initially thought it was going to be, just a simple single, but he was able to use his legs, get over to second base with that one. The lead's going to now be 6-2, and that might have been the final nail in the coffin needed for this game to be put in the hands of Mattituck. We'll see. As that next pitch could be fouled off. First pitch to 18 here, Mr. Fox. Next pitch to Fox. It's actually Frankie's just gonna step off the mound. Look back at the runner at second, make sure he's not getting too far off that base. And he's gonna step back onto the mound, ready to fire here. And that one's going to be in there for a ball. Make the count now 1-1. And that one's going to get by Rory once again. Back to the backstop. Pitcher's kind of yanked there outside. Now Rory's going to go and talk to his pitcher, because obviously you don't want that to happen ever again now with a runner at third base. That happens again. The runner does have a good chance of scoring. Just going to settle down his pitcher and now work himself over back behind the plate. Frankie's going to get back onto the mound. Fox is going to get back into the box, ready to go again here. Now the count's going to be 2-1 with 2 outs here. And that pitch going to be in there for a ball. Now to make the count 3-1. That one was a little bit low. Next pitch to him is going to be skied over to left field again. Abby looking to make all 3 catches in this inning. Able to do so. All 3 outs going to Abby Rolfe on defense. She is doing really well over there in left field defensively this year and shows exactly what she can do right there after making that diving catch for the first out, and then the other 2 simple kind of fly balls over to her to get the other 2 outs of the inning. So they are going to strand a runner at third base, Mattituck is. And they were able to get another run across, which, once again, like I said, puts a lot of more pressure on this Port Jeff Royals offense now to get across some more runs. And looks like Mann's going to continue in the game now in the 6th. Looks like he's going to stay in there. His pitching count looks pretty good. Doesn't have to worry much about that. To lead off this inning, Tommy Yost is going to be up at the plates. He's going to see that first pitch in there for a strike, and Second pitch, working that backside curveball. It's been working all game. Um, really successful with that pitch. See if he throws it again here to get him out. And he does try it. It's gonna be a little bit low and outside there. Tommy doesn't swing at it either. Tommy's been falling victim to this curveball multiple times in this game, and instead he's gonna hit him with a fastball on that one. Tommy O strikes out for the third time in this game for the first out of the inning. Now Evangelista looking to continue his successful day. 2 singles so far in this game. His approach has been pretty nice. It's seeing pitches that he wants to see and then driving them, not letting anything get by him. First pitch to him is going to be in the dirt. He's going to swing at it. Not the best looking swing, but just only strike one, so now he has a chance to recover here. The second pitch of the at-bat. Let's see what he's able to do. That one in there for a strike. Not Evangelista's pitch. He turned away like he thought it was a little bit inside, but in there for a strike. Next pitch now. That one's going to be in there for strike 3, and no swings right there. Kind of a quick trip from Evangelista. Came up and walked right back down, and man's looking to really close the door on this game, not allowing anything else, not even giving Portchev any chance to come back into this game. Looking dominant late in this game. First pitch now to Owens, in there for a strike as he swings and misses on that one. Next pitch to Owens. That one's going to bounce, get by the catcher into the backstop here for ball number 1 to even up the count with 2 outs here. 1-1 count. That one's going to be outside for ball number 2 now. Owens trying to extend this offensive game for himself. After him, it happens as that one's going to be strike 2. If Owens gets on, as he's been able to do twice this time on 2 errors made by the players, Abby Rolfe does come back up. And he's going to swing and miss right over that one for strike 3. So a dominant inning there. Dominant inning with 3 strikeouts. He retires the side on that one from Mann. Portchev gets nobody on that one. No runs coming in, and we go to the top of the 7th. Frankie Adriani back on the mound. Let's see what he's able to do. First batter now up for Mattituck in this inning is going to be Grothwall. Looking to continue his success. He had a big double there in this game. On first pitch, you're going to see Sky went over to almost that same spot from last time. That one's going to get behind Massimo. It looks like he's going to get another double here. He's going to be in there second. Stop over at second for his second double of the game. It's a great way to start if you're him, and great way to start if you're the Mattituck offense on this one. Already runner on second base with Berman up. Last time he was up, he was able to launch early in this game, he was able to launch a triple that cleared the bases, brought in a couple runs in that second inning. Let's see what he's able to do here. First pitch he's going to see. He's going to launch that one over to center field. It looks like these Mattituck batters are teeing off on these pitchers as Grothwall is going to score here. That's a double from Berman to bring the lead now to 7-2 in favor of Mattituck. So a very successful day from Berman with that triple earlier on in this game and now a double. Both times bringing in a couple RBIs in this game. Now Rosen's going to walk over to his pitcher, have a word with him, and it looks like Mattituck is really teeing off. It looks like this is their perfect hitting speed. A little bit slower. They're kind of putting all their weight back and then exploding on the baseball and really propelling themselves into a good look offensively now with that 2 back-to-back doubles from Grothwall and Berman. So now, Janis up at the plate. First pitch to him. He's going to get that one skied over to third base side out of play for strike number 1 on that foul ball. And the last time they were at home against Center Richards, a heartbreaking loss for them. This one a little less close. Now 7-2 in favor of Mattituck. So that one's going to be low for ball 1. And in that last game, I talked to a couple of the coaches at the end of that one. It was very heartbreaking. They thought with most of their confidence that they were going to win that game. They had the top of the order up. But unfortunately, they were unable to, as that one's going to be ripped over to the left field. Am I going to get him a double? That run's going to score. 23 is going to score. Almost get him out at second base, unable to, so Janis is going to be in there for the third double in a row in this inning. Berman works himself in to score there from second base to make the lead now 8-2 in favor of Mattituck. And if it wasn't the dagger before, definitely is the dagger now. You have to imagine that this one is probably going to end up going in the way of Mattituck. As that first pitch now to Evers is going to be there for a ball. Number 11 could be a new. Next pitch now is going to swing over that one. In there for strike 1. Next pitch. That one's going to get by Rory again. It was a wild pitch over there. Outside. Yanked that one once again. Going to be in there now at third base. as that one's going to be ripped foul to the third base side at left field. Rosen just said they're getting D'Elia in the bullpen, warming him up. Hopefully you don't have to use him. Hopefully you can just end the inning here, but just in case there are no outs in this inning, so 2-2. That one's going to be outside for ball number 3 for a full count. You know, like I said, hopefully you don't have to use Frankie D'Elia here. Hopefully Frankie Adriani can just finish this inning here, but it looks like they're just kind of teeing off on him, so they're going to get Frankie D'Elia warmed up here just in case they want to use him, as that one's going to be outside for ball number 4. Another walk for Mattituck, and now that's going to be the top of the order now for Mattituck. And you don't want to see it. They had a chance to get it out of this inning without having to face the top. Unfortunately, a lot of doubles back to back to back, and the lead bolsters up to 8-2 now. And he's gonna look at that pitch, foul. Almost got it to go fair there. Just dribbled right down that third base foul line, but Owens picked it up in foul territory for strike number 1. Very interesting strike number 1 it was, but just a strike. So now we have runners at first and third for Mattituck. No outs here, looking to pour on the more runs here in the top of the 7th to make this game even more out of reach to the best of their ability. That pitch could be outside for a ball there. Frankie showing control issues, obviously very young, not really the most experienced pitcher on the team, but when you're in there, definitely want to throw a couple of strikes. That one's going to be another ball upstairs. Next pitch, that one's going to be ripped over to the left field side, out of play for another foul ball for strike number 2. Oh, it's upstairs for ball number 3 now, full count for Frankie Andriani. See what he's able to do, execute this 3-2 pitch. And that one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Luke Filippi's going to be able to get the first out over at second base, but unable to convert the double play at first, so he's going to be in there at first. Another run's going to score in from third easily to make the lead now 9-2 in favor of Mattituck. First pitch now. That's going to get by the third baseman into the third base line. Abby Rolf's going to field it down the third base line, bring it in as fast as she can, not allow any runs to score. So runners going to be at second and third now with 1 out. A chance to bolster up the lead even more for Mattituck with 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out in this inning. First pitch now to him. He's going to sky that one over the left field. Abby Wolf under the ball again. She's going to throw it in. That run from third is going to end up scoring off the tag. Lead now for Mattituck 10-2, but Abby Wolf does get the second out of the inning. With that sac fly. First pitch now to number 12. That one's going to get by once again. Runner from second base going to move over to third off that wild pitch. Needless to say, that first pitch was in there for a ball. Another one throws outside. Spiked that one. This time Rory's able to get in front of it for the block. Next pitch in there for a strike. Count's going to be 2-1. He's going to ground that one over to Owens. Owens going to lose the ball, but gets it again. Throws it over to first base. Gets the out off the scoop. I'm sorry, he doesn't get the out. He makes safe on that one at first. I thought they got him out, but he called him safe. Use that speed to get him over there. And that another run's going to score from Mattituck from that. Make the lead 11-2 now. Next batter's going to ground that one over to second base. Flips it over to Joey Ronick, going to make the final out of the inning. So a long top of the seventh for the Port Jefferson Royals. A bunch of runs scored in there for Mattituck. Now the lead's going to be 11-2. Leading into the bottom of the seventh, and unless we get a miracle rally out of the Port Jefferson Royals, this one's going to be tough to come back from. But we'll see what they're going to be able to do going into this one. We're going to have Abby Rolfe, Natty Mullen, and Frankie D'Elia is our next three up, due up in the bottom. So like I said, Abby Rolfe is going to lead off this inning for the Royals. First pitch she's going to see. It's going to be a curveball in there for a strike. Abby Rolfe kind of went away. Thought maybe had a chance of hitting her, but then curved right back into the strike zone for strike one. Next pitch coming in, she's going to swing over that one for strike number 2 in the bottom of the seventh. And obviously, every batter is super important here for the Port Jeff Royals if they even want to have a chance of making up this 9-run deficit. Next pitch, Abby Rolfe's going to foul that one off to keep herself alive in this at-bat. Next pitch, Abby Rolfe in there for strike number 3. To get the first out of the bottom of the seventh. Now next batter is going to be Kieran Laffey up at bat. Getting an opportunity to see a 9th grader in this game. First pitch he's going to see is going to be a strike, and man for Mattituck looking to get this completed game. And hope not trying to allow any opportunity to happen from these young kids out of Port Jeff. Next pitch, tried to get that curveball to come in. It was a little bit too inside in there for ball number 1. Next one, Kieran's going to swing over, sorry, for strike number 2. Next pitch, tried to get that curveball again, slipped out a little bit early, so it was upstairs for ball number 2. And the count even now at 2-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And he's going to swing over that one for the 3rd strike. For man's 9th strikeout in this game. And now Jaden Katsaros in for the 3rd batter of this inning, and Port Jeff is down to their final out. First pitch over to Jaden. He's going to try to get that curveball. It's going to be outside for ball number 1. Second pitch from Man. Could be in there for a strike. So now the count's going to be 1-1. Opportunity for Jaden Katsaros to get a meaningful at bat here. Next one, curveball. At the beginning, Jaden kind of backed away from that pitch and then tried to throw in a swing once he saw what was coming, but unable to do anything. Next pitch, that one's going to hit him right in the helmet. Jaden's going to eat that one and be okay and work his way over to first base. Rosen just going to check on his batter. It obviously gets hit in the head. Never a good thing to see. Obviously, never anything like that intentional from the pitcher. Just want to make sure that his player's all right over there at first. Looks like he's doing okay. Rosen's going to keep him in the game. Even though it wasn't the scariest hit by pitch, he's still doing you still always want to check up on those guys, make sure they're doing all right. It looks like he's doing okay. He's going to stay over there in the game at first base. And now Massimo up at the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And, it might not mean so much to this game, but if Massimo gets on, you have a chance to see Luke Filippi once again. First pitch to Massimo. It's going to be outside curve ball. He's trying to work these curveballs a lot. Man is to get these batters out. Seems to be successful in this game. He's going to throw that fastball inside now to Massimo. Like I said, if Massimo does get himself on, we get to see the flip over the top of the order. Maybe see some offense. Maybe scratch off another run here to make the cut the lead down. Next pitch, that one's going to be low to Massimo, so it's going to be 3-0, sorry. 3-0 to Massimo. A 3-0 pitch, just going to take this one. He takes that pitch, just like you usually do on 3-0. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Make the count now 3-1. Next pitch to Massimo. That one's going to be inside for ball number 4. Massimo works himself on with a walk. And now the top of the order has arrived. Luke Filippi back up at the plate with a runner in scoring position. You want to see here as Mattituck's going to walk over to his pitcher, make sure he's doing okay so he can finish this game. Feel the Mattituck pitcher probably don't want to change pitchers here. The lead's already big enough where you're not really too worried about. Port Jeff coming back into this game, but just wanted to make sure his pitcher was all right. Gives him a couple words. Seems like everyone's back to usual. Luke Filippi steps back into the box. Umpire sets himself back up. That pitch to Luke Filippi throws that curveball in there for a strike. He's been really utilizing that curveball to get these batters out. Seemed to get a lot of strike calls on him. It's good to see if you're man. That pitch, tried to throw that curveball again. That one's going to come a little bit too inside there for ball number 1. Luke Filippi. big chance here to just get another run in. He's gonna call timeout. Gets back into the box. Timeout again. Now he's gonna throw. That one's gonna throw that curveball again. This time, gets the call in there for a strike. Luke Filippi probably thought it was a little bit inside, but the strike gets called. Next pitch, that one's going to be inside there for ball number 2. We have a 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 people on. Bottom of the 7th with Luke Filippi up at the plate. He's going to see that one, foul that one off. He's going to work to battle in this at-bat. It might not end up meaning too much at the end of the game, but, every at-bat counts. Surely confirm that one. That next pitch, going to try to throw that curveball again. That one's going to be a foul ball. And that one's going to hit Filippi, so the foul ball gets called. Luke Filippi just going to walk that one off, gets back into the box, ready to hit it once again. Next pitch from the pitcher into Luke Filippi. It's going to be inside for ball number 3. Luke Filippi's been able to work this count full into a 3-2 count here. And he's going to look back at the runner at second base. No one's going to be there. Just make sure that Jaden doesn't get too far. As that one's going to be grounded right up the middle. That one should get through. Diving play. He's on to first with his single to continue the game for the Port Jeff Royals. So now the Royals are going to have the bases loaded now with these 2 outs. Coach from Mattituck is going to go back to his pitcher. You have Rory now up for the Royals. And it looks like that's going to do it for the pitcher, man. Good day from him. He hit a couple players, but 9 strikeouts today. Almost able to complete the game. We have a new wing here at the end of the game. Just make sure he gets this final out to close out the game for Mattituck to seal this win, not allow anything to happen for the Royals. Don't want to let them get any offensive success here. So next up for the Royals, we're going to see Rory Rago give it a shot to advance this game on. Then we're going to see Tommy Yost. Let's see if he's able to, he's struck out 3 times. Let's see if he's able to bounce back if he gets up. Maybe he gets a single. And then we have Evangelista, who's been very successful in this game so far with 2 singles and a strikeout, hitting 2 for 3 this game. So really, a huge emphasis on this Rory at-bat. Huge emphasis on this Rory at-bat if he's able to work himself on with the walk or, whatever he's able to get on with. And we're going to be able to see Tommy Yost and Evangelista, which has been, pretty much the offense for the Port Jeff Royals in this season so far. Or it has been the most successful with them. Now on the mound, we're going to see Berman for Mattituck. See if Berman's able to finish off the game. Man was unable to, but had a pretty successful day. Now Roy Rago up at the plate. First pitch he's going to see. He's going to fly that one over. Might go out of play on the first base side. And he's able to get the catch over there in foul territory. That's going to do it for this game. Port Jeff Royals are going to go down 11-2 in this one against Mattituck. And, just some final touches before we close out in this game. So Port Jefferson Royals obviously unable to, stop the bleeding when it counted, when they needed to. And it started off in that second inning. That second inning was a huge blow to the Port Jefferson Royals that really got most of the offensive momentum for Mattituck in that game. They were able to put up 4 runs in that inning, which kind of made it immediately pressurized for this Port Jeff offense to try to get a couple runs across. Obviously, without Gurney today, their offense was a little bit slower. They were able to put up a couple runs, with bringing in Evangelista. He scored in twice. Highlights of this game, you really got to give it to Evangelista. 2 singles in that game. Tommy Yost, even though he did have that struggle inning in the second, he was able to come back and really put on a good performance for the rest of the game. And it kind of makes you kind of question that if he doesn't have that bad outing in the second inning, what kind of would have been the final score. So just a couple things to work on. Port Jeff Royals are giving other teams a lot of opportunities, whether it's hit by pitches, walks, errors, or whatever it wants to be. They're giving the other teams a lot of opportunities to get in runs, free runners in, and it's something that you want to see moving forward, that they limit, that they don't allow to happen. But on Friday, they do face up against Amityville. It should be a game that the Port Jeff Royals should easily win. So we'll see how they're able to do against them. But until then, my name is Gabe Zoda with your play-by-play for the Port Jeff Baseball. And until next time, I will see you. Have a great one.